Okay, today I want to do a video for Steve, who ordered this AC51 Proffie with Neopixel. Okay, so I'm going to do a demo video to show you how to operate the saber. Okay, this is a silver saber with a metallic brown choke. Okay, silver covertech as well. This is the power button with amber LED. Later I'll show you. This is the recharge port with the kill key, and behind is the auxiliary button. Okay, so in order to get this, now this one also comes with I've given you a Neopixel blade plug. Okay, so this saber comes with a kill key. So in order to get it started, you just pull the kill key. There's a boot up sound. I think you know which font is that lah. This is the, what do you call it, the Rogue One hallway scene when Vader came on board the ship. Okay, so this saber has got 18 presets. What is a preset? A preset has got basically three items. Number one is that it has the blade animation effect. Number two, it has got the sound font. And number three is got the backing track. So each preset have got these three things, and inside here got 18 different presets altogether. Of course, if you have more fonts, you want to change the animation, everything, you can change it yourself. The config file will be provided inside the, what do you call it, inside the SD card itself. You can take that out, modify that, and then of course then you need to upload it to the Proffie board. Then you can use it lah. Okay. Okay, I think I run through this one first before I show you at the end of inside what is inside the hilt. Now to me, this hilt is one of the more, what they call it, a usable hilt as far as I'm concerned now. Why it's got the least amount of compromises for the feature that it has. Okay, number one, the power button and the auxiliary button is here, all within very, see, this is the power button, this is the auxiliary button, it's all within very easy reach. Next one is the recharge port is also outside here, so this is very easy to charge it. So you do not have to, some of the sabers you have to take it out, pull out the chassis, everything, then only you can plug in the charging cable in order to use it, you see. But this one, no, this one you can straight away plug it in and then you can charge it already without having to remove. Now some of the designs are even worse. You cannot even have the recharge port in the what do you call it, in the hilt itself. Don't say it's external, even internal one they cannot even fit that as well. So to me that is also a compromise. Okay, and this one has got a very nice slim choke that you can use for spinning. So for people who likes to spin their sabers every day, this is a very comfortable choke that you can use for spinning. Of course now without the blade it's not balanced, but there are some designs like the OB one, let's say the thin neck, which has got a booster, not the booster, the grenade section there, which has got those things. It's totally impossible to even hold it at that choke point. Don't talk about spinning. Even to hold it at that choke point is not possible. Why? Because of all the things that will cut your hand. Okay, so to me, this represents one of the most usable design with very little, in fact actually I like no compromises at all. Okay, and also the blade depth is also very deep, so that you can actually have a very secure blade inside it. Okay, so let's run through the features of the soundboard, how to use the buttons and everything. Then only I'll run through the different 18 presets inside there. Okay, first of all, to start the saber is power button. So this is smooth swing. If you're swing it a bit too hard, of course you will have the clash sound. Of course, can also increase the threshold, but I think it's okay lah. Okay, so to do okay, let's talk about the power button first. So this is the first one time on, and then hold it down to off. Now if you press twice very quickly during the power on, twice, 1, 2. Then it will start up now. You see got light, got everything, but it's in mute mode. So if you press it quickly, when you start it, it is going into mute mode. Okay, so hold it on to turn it off. Okay, so now it's off. Now if you before you start, you press it for about 2 seconds and you let go, it will play the backing track. Yeah, 1, 2. So that's the backing track. So once the backing track is playing, you can also start the saber. Press once on the power button. Okay, so that is the backing track. Turn it off, turn the sound font off. Now you can turn the backing track off. Hold 1, 2. Now it's off. Okay, what are the other use of the power button? So once it's turned on, let's say what I can do is I can play the force sound by tapping the power button twice. So this is the force sound. So basically every phone have got its own different force sound. Almost every phone. Okay, so that's the force sound. Off again. Okay, what else? Turn on the blink force effects. Volume up, previous preset. Okay. The other thing is, if I want to go forward to the next preset, I normally press the auxiliary button once. So this is gone to the next preset. However, if I want to go back to the previous preset, I will hold the power button down until it announces the previous one.
Lord Vader.
So just now it went to what font is that? Let me see. Just now it went to energy. Now it's gone back to Vader. Using this one to advance and using the power button to go back. Okay. Let's now talk about okay, force effects. Force effects I'll show you when the blade is on. Let's talk about the auxiliary button. Let's turn this on. Now a lot of the effects actually using the auxiliary button. Let's say for example for blaster blocks. So I will give you the blaster blocks. Now if you were to hold the auxiliary button down while the thing is on, it will give you what we call the blade lockup. If you tilt the blade downwards while you press this, instead of lighting up the whole blade for the section of the blade for blade lockup, only the tip of it will be, I will show you later, but I'm just showing you. You need to tilt it down. Only the tip of the blade will be lighted up. It's called a drag effect. Okay. Okay, and also let me turn this on first. Holding down this auxiliary button for a long time
4.04 volts
will also tell you how much voltage is in the battery without having to put in a blade. It will tell you now it's got 4 over something volts inside. Now if you to hold this for 2 seconds and then you let go, you can go into what we call the volume control menu. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So now it's in the volume control menu. So to reduce the volume, I press here. Each press is 10% down. Okay. So if I want to increase the volume, I go to so that is the when you hear a different sound, you will then quack. That means it's as reached its maximum volume. Okay. So once you want to confirm, you press this down again to confirm for 2 seconds. Then you hear a sound that is out of the menu. But before that, I don't want to go at maximum because now this saber comes with a 5-watt speaker. So even though I set the config volume at quite low, it's still very loud. So I normally use it at about 70-80%. So if you want, you can increase the volume. But now I set it at let's say about let's say 70%. Okay, 70% now. So I press 1 2 1 2. Press means it's now out of the volume control menu. Okay. So let's hear. Okay, so that is at. So at 70%, of course the tendency to clash is also much lower lah. But the volume is still very, very loud. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so that's about it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in the blade to show you the blade effects and the presets as well. So to remove this, just loosen the thumb screw. Take out the blade plug. Put in a blade. Now the blade here has got this connector. This connector here is where the electrical current will pass through. Inside here, there are pins. The pins are only very short, about 3 mm. So when you put it in, the pins must touch this thing in order for the current to pass through. So you must make sure that you put it in all the way until you feel that it's already touching the pins. Hold it down, then you really tighten the blade. So if you do not tighten the blade very well, let's say you swing it vigorously, sometimes if the gap become a little bit bigger, or if it's not really touching the pin very well, sometimes then the current does not pass through very well. It will the blade will show funny kind of colors, you know. That means what? That means that the connection between the blade and the hilt is not well connected. Okay. So let's start with the first preset. Is this the first preset now? Let's go back.
Greed can be a powerful ally.
Oh, this is Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn, this is the last one in the preset, so I'm going to go to the first one.
Vader.
Okay, Vader is the first one. So Vader comes with a red flicker, but inside there is 12 different colors that you can choose from as well. So I'm going to show you how to change the color as well. So it's got a very flickering kind of a blade. Okay, let's increase the volume a bit. Let's off this first. 1 2. Okay, increase volume 80%. I think should be enough. 1 2. Okay, now it's out of the volume. One more time. So it's got a flickering red blade. Okay, so you have a flash on flash. Then we also have what we call blaster blocks. Pressing the auxiliary button. So for blade lockup, you hold the auxiliary button down. So okay, a certain portion of the blade is lighted up. So if you want to do a drag, you angle the blade downwards, and then you press the auxiliary button. So you see only the thick portion is lighted up. The rest of the blade is not flickering like that. Okay, so this is for what we call drag. So if you want to do force lighting, so what you do, you hold down the power button and then you hit the blade. So as you can see, you have lightning that is moving along the blade. Okay, so that is force lighting. So it's moving along the blade. Off. Okay, let's see. I want to show you color changing. So this needs to be turned on for color changing to work. So one time on. Okay. To do color changing, you hold down this amber power button. Then at the same time you press the the auxiliary button. So hold this down, hold, then press. Then you hear a sound. When you hear the sound, which means it's gone into color changing mode. So what you do is that you change by swinging the. So this is dark orange. This is yellow. This is green yellow. This is green. This is, I think, aqua, you call it. Okay, this is blue, light blue, medium blue, dark blue, purple, magenta, and hot pink. Okay, then we are back to red. So all together there are 12 different colors that you can choose from. So once you have chosen the color, you do the same thing again. So you hold down the button and then press the auxiliary button. So when it gives you a sound, which means now you are already confirmed the color there. So as you swing it again, now it doesn't change color anymore. Okay. So most of the preset will have 12 colors. Later on I tell you there are some which is set only for 3 colors, some others set for 5 colors, but most of them will have 12 colors. I think only got one that has got no color changing, which is a Qui-Gon Jinn. That one, because of the tron effect, we are not doing color changing for that. Only one, but the rest of except for, and also for the battery meter, just to show you how much the battery, the rest of them has got some form of a color changing. Okay, let's turn this on. Okay, next preset. To go next preset, press the auxiliary button once. Okay, so this is energy. Okay, this is got a fire blade, red fire blade, but there's also 12 different colors as well, which you can also do. You can do fire blade for 12 different type of colors. The font, my god, this one is very aggressive, really nice, really nice one. Even the blaster box is very nice. Red lockup. Force. The moving force lighting, very nice. Force sound. Double tap on the power. So this one has got the codes.
Kill catastrophe. Kill apocalypse. Kill-tacular.
So you got different codes when you do the force sound. So the color changing feature and also is the same for all the 12 colors. So I'm not going to show you for every font how to do the color change, because it's the same thing. Okay, next one. Kylo Ren. Red fire blade to start with. There are also 12 colors as well. The unstable sound font, and also the unstable blade sound, the blade style, which is basically a fire style. But even for the fire style, for different fonts, the rate of the fire and everything is being slightly changed, so they are not exactly the same, but the effect can change a little bit. Force lightning. Okay, blade lockup. Drag. Only the front portion. Okay. Of course, the best part, swing, smooth swing. Follow your swing exactly. And force sound 2 times on the power button. Very long force sound. One more time. So there are different force sound inside there as well. So you'll play randomly. Okay, next one. Savage. Also have got what do you call it? Have got 12 colors as well. This is also a fire blade, but this is a slower fire blade as compared to just now. Okay. The blaster blocks are different. I think about 12 different types of blaster blocks and lockups and swing sounds and those kind of things. Okay. Force lightning, different as well. Okay. Blade lockup and a drag. Force sound. Very powerful force sound. Okay. Okay, let's hear the backing track for this. Hold down for 2 seconds the power button when it's off. 1, 2. So that's a backing track. Okay, off. Then off the backing track. Hold down 2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay, let's go to the next one.
The Dark Order.
Okay, so this is a Dark Order. Dark Order is not really originally a smooth swing font, but I have already modified it to include the smooth swing inside. So because I really like the sound and everything, so this is a modified smooth swing, but still sounds very good. This is also a fire blade. Okay, so that is the dark rod.
Luke Skywalker.
Next one is Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is green, also got 12 colors. It's got a flicker to the blade effect. Okay. Okay, so there is a very mild flicker there. It's not really it's not a 100% stable blade. There is a mild flicker. Now we also have different blades with a different level of flicker. Some of them are more flicker, so that it's like a very unstable kind of a look. Some has got a very more subtle kind of a flicker, so that it doesn't look solid, but it looks like as if there's some kind of a movement, a very slight kind of a movement as well. Drag. Force sound. Force sound again. Okay. Lightning. Force lightning. Okay, so that's Luke Skywalker. This is Halo from the Xbox game. This is let me see. Halo is 12 colors as well, and also a flickering blade, a very slight flicker, very mild flicker. The force sound.
Kill-tacular.
So this is a
Triple kill. Double kill. Double kill. Overkill.
Good lockup. Hit drag. Force lightning. Okay. Okay, just let's hear the backing track and see. Starts very slow lah. There's a rumble to start with, and then I think this is also from the game itself. Okay, let's turn this on. 1, 2. Next one.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
This is a young Obi-Wan.
But I must.
Okay, so it's got a blue blade, and this one has got a two color changing. Some of them have got 12 colors, but this one's got 2 colors. It's got red and it's got the blue. So you know, if Obi-Wan is a Jedi, then he's using blue. Then if he decides to turn, then it becomes a red. So there's only 2 colors. You can change between 2 colors for this. Okay, let's turn this on. So it starts with blue. Hit drag, and then force lightning. Okay. Force sound.
Your move. You were the chosen one.
Okay, so those are the force sound. So let's change color for this. Same thing, hold down the power button, tap there. Now you go into color changing mode. So it is. But it's got different kind of so it's got a different kind of red, blue, and it actually changes unstable kind of blue, red kind of effect. Okay, so let's say back to blue. Okay, confirm this, hold down, and then so now it's confirmed already. So that's Obi-Wan, the young Obi-Wan, apprentice Obi-Wan. So this is the balance, this is Rey. Okay, the usual, you know, the lockup, the force lightning, and those kind of things. So I'm not going to go through all of them. So you get the idea. And this one is Unlight. The name of the phone is called Unlight. This one also got 12 different colors as well with the audio flicker beat effect. Very aggressive kind of sound form. Tip drag. Force sound. Force lightning. Good lockup. Very nice one. This one.
He's been working on that thing for weeks.
This is Ezra's phone.
Possibly built with the junk we have laying around.
Okay, Ezra phone has got 3 different colors. Okay. Hold this. So this is like blue. So if I want to stick with the light purple, same thing, hold. Okay, so now it's got a light purple color instead of the white. Force sound. Okay, next one.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now this is the older Obi-Wan. Okay, no longer the apprentice, now he's already the master, huh? Or maybe even in exile. Deep drag. Force lightning. Let's hear the backing track. Okay, let's turn this on. 1, 2. Okay, next one.
Welcome, young Skywalker.
And this one is also this one is a Daddy CFX, made for CFX font. Okay, but basically talking about Luke. So it's green blade. Also got 12 different colors as well, and also having a flicker. This flicker is slightly stronger than a bit of them, so it's flickering a bit more lah. Okay, so there's a modified CFX font, and this is the Emperor's font. That's right name. Bit lockup. Next one.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
This one is Graflex sound font. This one comes with a blade animation. I call it the sparkle. Now this sparkle is got a lot of like kind of a raindrop kind of effect, but at the same time it changes color. So it will change color by itself without having to do color changing. So it will go from blue, purple, hot pink, red, now blue, okay, purple, red, and it will keep on changing color, okay. So the blade lockup is red. It turns the whole blade from color changing into red. So the tip now, for drag, only the tip becomes red, okay. So this is the sparkle self-changing color blade animation. Let's turn this off. Okay, next one. So this one is basically just a battery meter blade. Okay, you can still play the sound. There's no animation on the blade except to show you how much voltage is in the battery by looking at the blade. So if this portion here is very high, which means the blade voltage is very high up. If this portion here has gone down and down and down and down, which means the battery is getting lower and lower and lower and lower. So just give you a visual representation how much voltage is there in the battery. So you can still play the sound, okay? Oh no, it's just a battery.
Something.
Okay, let's go to the next one then.
It's always been there. But now it's awake.
Because they keep changing the thing. So now this one is half flex. That's a sound font, but I've included this with our rainbow blade. So rainbow is something like a signature blade for the Proffie lah. If you go to celebration, Star Wars celebration, this is where they wave all the rainbow blades during the time. Okay, so the rainbow blade has to go with the cantina lah, I feel, because this is, I think, the most suitable kind of backing track for the sound to give you a kind of fun feeling here. So to get the backing track, hold down the power button 2 seconds. Then you turn on the rainbow blade. So this is a fun kind of a blade. Of course, it still has all the other effects as well. Blade lockup, blaster blocks, okay, flash and flash. Okay, let's turn this off. Turn off the music. 1, 2. Okay.
Greed can be a powerful ally.
So this is going to be the preset number 18, the last one in the set of 18. Okay, so this is Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay, so I've set this with a cycle blade with you know, a tron kind of effect, which you will see, and this one only comes with the green blade. Okay, for Qui-Gon Jinn. Keep right, okay.
We have no army.
So that's the first sound.
Protect you. I can't fight a war for you.
So these are Qui-Gon Jinn's quotes.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
So these are Qui-Gon Jinn quotes.
We have no army, and I can only
So it
protect
plays
you.
randomly.
I can't fight a war for you.
Okay. So I've gone through all the 18 presets already. So I'm going to show you now the internal of the battery. Now for this part here, for charging, what we'll do is that we give you a charger. There's one end that's poked into, the other one goes to the wall. Okay, it's not a USB cable, and then it's a charger with a cable. So you just plug in when you plug in, while it's red, which means it's charging. Orange means it's almost full. By the time green means it's already full. Okay, so the inside of the saber, just twist out the pommel. Okay, so this is where the chassis. This is our 5-watt speaker. Okay, this is the battery. This is the keep power high drain battery. It's not a normal battery. It's actually a high drain battery. This is where the Proffie is. We hold this down with the tape wire, because when you want to change the programming, you need to access two things. The first one is the Microusb port. Okay, so the distance here is very small. It's not possible for you to plug in a cable. So what you need to do is you need to take out the tape, then you can lift the board up, and then you can plug it in. Second one is that the micro SD card is just below this port. Here is the micro SD card. Okay, so you can also take out the tape, move it up, take out the SD card, put into your SD card reader, and then you can edit from there. Once you added, you put it back, and then you tape it down. So this is secure. Okay, so once you've done that, you put it back. Now it's a good idea when you put it back to twist it as you put it back, so that will help the wires to call down as it goes down, rather than goes down in a clump, you see. So it will call down as it goes down. So once you have done that, once you have put the chassis here, it's flush to here, do not press on the speaker to push it down, right? You will spoil the speaker, the diaphragm. So what I do, once it's flash, good enough already. So now you take the pommel, just put it on top of that, and then as you screw in the pommel, it will slowly push in the chassis. So that's good enough. It's very secure already. Okay, so I'll be sending this out very soon. Okay, this okay. I'll be sending out this tomorrow, because today is Sunday. Tomorrow I will send this out, and then it will come with a manual, a list of a list of how to use the two buttons. Okay, an instruction manual, and the config file, I will copy that and put inside the micro SD card. Okay, so anything else, you can always contact me. Thanks.